Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maureen. So today's tutorial is about this beautiful crochet cardigan. I hope you have watched my previous tutorial about how to make these sleeves with the same stitch. So allow me say that this tutorial is not beginner friendly, but rather better for advanced beginner onwards, okay? Because I'm not gonna show you the stitch, but you can go watch how to make this beautiful bead stitch in my previous video when I was making the sleeves using the same stitch. So you can copy that and make the sleeves. The sleeves, they have to be two, equal in length, equal in width. So to begin, I made a chain of 50. Okay, it's worked from down here going up. So I made a chain of 50 here, and I went on increasing until you can measure your arm length, okay, and make it that long. So width is measuring 13 inches, as you can see, and in length, remember I made 13 inches because I don't want it to be so tight on my arm, and then in length I made it 22 inches. Okay, so you can simply measure around your arm and then the length of your arm to come up with the perfect measurements. Like I said, you're gonna be needing two sleeves, one for the left arm, one for the right arm. These are the ones we are going to be folding to make our beautiful sleeves, just like this. Like I've told you, you can check the description box. That's why I put the link on how you can make this beautiful stitch. Okay, so this is for the back panel. You're gonna need the back panel if you're making this cardigan, of course. So you can simply measure from one shoulder to the other shoulder, but remember to chain in multiples of 4 plus 2 at the end. So mine is measuring 16. Remember, I've told you from one shoulder to the other shoulder. So mine is measuring 16 inches in width, and then the length is really up to you, but for my case I wanted it short, so I made 14 inches. Okay, just go on and make whatever you feel more comfortable with. This is really free to measure. So this is the left panel for the front panel, and then the right panel. The front panel is made up of two panels, one on the left and one on the right. For this, like I said, you're gonna be needing two of these, and I made a chain of 30 for the left, I made a chain of 30 for the right panel. So all together, when you measure, you're gonna come up with 7 inches wide for both of them. So when you join them together, that's making 14 inches wide, and of course 14 inches long. Okay, so 7 inches wide, 14 inches long, one on the left and one on the right, like I've said. And then remember our sleeves that we made, yeah, those are gonna come over here, and then another sleeve, the right one, and you're gonna place it on the right side like that. So this is our whole formation of this cardigan, and these are the panels you're going to need. So after, we shall be putting our ribbing and then just weaving in the ends. So right now you're going to identify your wrong side. I want this to be my right side, and this is going to be my wrong side. So the wrong side, as I said, it has to always be on top when you're joining your work together. So just come over here with your work, and I'm going to be joining from this point to this point, just the top of the shoulder. Okay, so this is your darning needle. Grab your darning needle, come here, identify the stitches you're going to start with. Tie it together just so that it's in place, and then after, you're going to begin stitching up to the point where the left panel ends. Okay, so just go into corresponding stitches. Try as much as you can to go into corresponding stitches, both on the front panel and then the back panel at the same time. can now cut off your yarn, and this is what we have. Okay, so one panel has already been attached to our back panel. Okay, so we are going to attach another front panel, the right front panel. So make sure you identify your wrong side, because when you're joining, the wrong side has to be the one on top. So I'm going to join this part here. I'm done joining both parts together. Okay, so you should be having something that looks like this. Okay, I've showed you the back panel is all together, and then the front panel is made up of these two panels. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to join the underarm. Okay, just you can simply put your sleeves and measure from there, from where your sleeves are stopping, or you can go ahead and use your tape measure to measure just to be sure. Okay, for mine, so see, this is what I have, meaning I'm gonna be starting from just a little below there to join my work. So I'm gonna begin from this row here going down. Same applies to the other side. Okay, so let's begin stitching our work together from here going down. As you can see, there is no specific stitches to work into, so you're going to make sure that the colors on the front panel are corresponding with the colors on the back panel. Let's say if you're stitching together the green on the front, it has to be corresponding with the green on the back. If you're stitching together the white on the front, it has to be corresponding with the white at the back. So continue this up to the end, and then we shall be joining the other side too, leaving out the armhole. So you can now cut off your yarn here. After that, you are going to be doing this exact same thing we have done on the right side to the left side. Okay, so do the same thing. Make sure you leave the same amount of stitches you left on the right. Okay, and so grab your darning needle and just continue to join. So I'm done joining my work, and the only thing remaining is for us to join the sleeves and then attach the sleeves onto our cardigan for now. Okay, so I hope you're having something that looks like this. Okay, so these are your sleeves. Remember, identify your wrong side. Like I told you, when you're joining, the wrong side has to be on top. So grab your work, start joining from the start to the end of the sleeves. Simply join from one side to the other side. Okay, same for both the sleeves. So we are done joining our sleeves, and the next thing for us to do is to attach it to our body or the cardigan. So first I'm going to make sure that the right side is the one on top, like this, and then after we are going to simply attach it. Let me show you my technique, the one I normally use to attach my sleeves onto my work. So remember, the sleeves are right side on top. Okay, so just come, okay, insert them inside this armhole. Make sure that the part where you join together is corresponding with the part where you join together on the body. Like that line has to be underarm, hidden underarm. Okay, so attach your sleeve like this, or arrange it like this. Then I'm gonna stitch all around. Okay, I'm done stitching all around for one sleeve. See, when you turn it like this, it's the right sides on top for both the cardigan, the body of the cardigan and the sleeves. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same technique onto this side. Okay, make sure the wrong side on the body of the cardigan is the one on top. Grab your sleeve, the right side has to be the one on top. Come, arrange it, make sure this line here, the one we joined together, is corresponding with the line here, the one we joined together on the body, and insert your sleeve like this. Now let's begin stitching all around. Okay, so I hope you have something that looks like this. I've already shown you how to stitch your work together. As I told you, this is not a very beginner friendly tutorial, but at least I try to go into detail, and I've done this stitch quite a number of times because I have a cold shoulder top tutorial of the same stitch, I have a sleeves tutorial for the same stitch, and now this is the cardigan tutorial. So the next thing, we're gonna attach our ribbing. Okay, so let's get started to apply our ribbing. To apply your ribbing, you're gonna grab your yarn and hook, and you're gonna come to one corner of your work here. I'm starting off with the bottom ribbing, so attach your yarn this way you know how to, and now make a chain of 6. Okay, this is attaching our yarn. Now make a chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. After making a chain of 6, go to the back, second chain from the hook, but using into the back loop only, and insert your single crochet. So they have to be 5 single crochets. So this is the second, the third, the fourth single crochet back loop only, and this is the 5th single crochet back loop only. So now see, you have gone into this stitch already, so go into the next stitch with a slip stitch. Okay, so that's one slip stitch, into the next stitch again, the second slip stitch, into the next slip stitch again, this is the third slip stitch. After that, you're gonna turn your work, so you're gonna skip these 3 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, and go into the 4th chain, which is supposed to be your first chain actually, with a single crochet back loop only. So you're gonna keep counting to make sure that you're always working with 5 single crochet back loop only. You have to always be working with 5 stitches. Okay, chain 1 and turn. Okay, insert 5 single crochet back loop only. That's the first, second, third, fourth, and 5th single crochet back loop only. So now go into the next 3 stitches with a slip stitch, 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitches, and the 3rd slip stitch. Okay, turn your work and skip those 3 slip stitches, go into the 4th stitch with a single crochet back loop only. So you're going to repeat this. This is how you attach your ribbing to the whole of the bottom ribbing, and then you'll simply continue with the same procedure all around the middle ribbing. Nothing really changes, and remember, in case of any question, just drop it in the comment section down below. I'll be so glad to get back to you. So go all around your work with a ribbing. So I'm done weaving in the ends, done putting my ribbing all around my work. So this cardigan is so ready to wear. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more crochet videos. So thank you for watching, and happy crocheting.